guys, it's Rachel from The Little Green Lamb, and today is a new segment, Back to Me, What's Rachel Reading? So I'm going to go over what I'm reading. I have 3 books I finished, 1 yesterday I finished, 2 today. 2 books I'm reading, which are, my side books, and then I'm going to show you the book that I'm going to be picking up tomorrow and starting fresh. So the first book I finished was Star Wars from a Certain Point of View, which is 40 stories celebrating 40 years of Star Wars by all these authors along the side. This book I've had on my shelf for 2 years. Not that it was bad, it's just really hard for me to make my way through anthologies, so I'm happy I got back on it and stuck through it. I really enjoyed a lot of these stories. Some authors and me didn't really mesh writing style wise. It was very hard for me to comprehend. But for the most part, I loved all the different stories. This is a very interesting anthology if you are a Star Wars fan, because basically it goes over the events of New Hope, but it's from different perspectives that you didn't see in the movie. So they're side characters, and some of them have new characters introduced that weren't in the film, but were in a scene or observed something. So it's just very interesting perspectives. So I finished that late last night. And then today I had about 100 and something pages left of No Judgments by Meg Cabot. I had 150 pages, I think, left of this. I just blew through this book like no tomorrow. It was so good. I really love Meg Cabot's books. I've always really enjoyed her books since I read the Princess Diaries series when I was younger. If you are one of my audience members that is younger, I just want to let you know that this is sexually explicit. So in case you're on that younger side and you really love Princess Diaries, just to let you know, this book is more explicit than those books ever were. So just something to keep in mind. And I'm going to get into more detail about this with my January wrap-up. Also, tonight I bought and finished Bridal Boot Camp by Meg Cabot, which is actually book 0.5 in the series. This is 1. So if you're thinking of reading this series, I'd pick up the ebook. It's a novella, so it's pretty cheap I got mine off the Apple Books app or whatever. And it actually has a preview of this book at the end of it. So if you really like that one, then you get a sneak peek of this one if you don't own the physical copy. So that was a really good short story. I really wish I would have read it before I read this. It didn't change that much, but I just really wish I did. But there's a sequel to this book, which I actually own. I received that for Christmas as well. And I'm not going to read it next. I'm going to show you what I'm reading next, but I'm going to be reading it after the thing I read next. Yeah. So the next book I'm going to read is Star Wars: The High Republic, Light of the Jedi by Charles Soule. And I haven't started this book yet, but basically it takes place 200 years before The Phantom Menace, which was the first episode. And I'm just really excited to get to it because it's all about the day and age when the Jedis ruled, and they obviously weren't going extinct and stuff like that. So looking forward to that. Yeah, this just came in last week, so I started No Judgments and then it just came in, so I want to read that. I'm really excited. I've been really delving into the Star Wars universe even more so. I think just because it's like some escapism. Sorry, I keep losing my words. I'm getting tired. It's getting later. Then the next book, as usual, I'm still reading How to Bake by Eugenia Chang. I'm on page 183, and I hope to be past page 200 by next week. I hope to be finished it in February. And then the last book I'm reading, which is my new book added to the everyday reading pile, is the Star Wars Archives. And this is by Paul Duncan, and it's the original Trilogy Archives. He just released a prequel, Trilogy Archives edition, and it's so expensive, but so beautiful and so tempting to buy, but so expensive that I'm not as tempted. But this is the 40th anniversary edition, so it's actually smaller because he has an original one of this, but this is the smaller, more compact version and the cheaper version, because if you know how much the regular one is, holy guacamole. So this is a pretty thick book. It's 500 pages. I'm currently on page 40. Just open this up so you can kind of see. I'm page 41 because I'm on this side, but it shows pictures, and it's made with George Lucas. He's being interviewed throughout this whole book, and I'm just really interested in the processy side of this. I actually watched Empire of Dreams, which is the documentary detailing the making of the first 3 Star Wars films, and learned a lot, which some of it's a bit repeated in the beginning of this book, I have to say. But it's also interesting hearing it exclusively kind of like from George Lucas's voice. And I feel like this book, I can't wait until it delves in the process. Right now, more so reading about his film school career and what took place before he necessarily wrote down Star Wars. Like, it was kind of like a pipe idea and then, or pipe dream idea, and then it's kind of progressed. So I might read a little bit more of this tonight. I'm not sure. It is getting later and I want to watch some TV before bed because tomorrow is a brand new school day of doing my master's homework because I really need to put the pedal to the metal on that. I was kind of a bit lazy this weekend. But anyway, so some updates. So in case you missed it, I post my reading wrap up of 2020 and reading goals for 2021 video yesterday. No, maybe Friday. Friday. Yes, I couldn't quite remember because I had edited it a day before and then I finally put it up because, yeah. So I hope you like the editing on that. I filmed it on my iPad and edited on my iPad, and I think it turned out pretty good because I have never used that software before. So I'm going to continue trying to do that and trying to learn that software a bit more as I edit. This upcoming week, because last week's video was late, this upcoming week I'm going to be posting a new video. I think I'm going to be posting my September to December like kind of collective book haul. I still have so many videos. I have a Christmas book haul, my favorite books of 2020, bookshelf tour, lots of stuff coming down the line. And then also early next week, I'm going to film my January wrap-up and post that. I know I said I'm only posting every other week, but when it comes to wrap-ups, I'm going to be posting those. So you'll have 3 videos that I actually film and sit down for a month right now because of wrap-ups. Well, I guess it depends on when the wrap-ups fall. And then you'll have like 3 to 4 Baba Back to Me. So I'm trying to bulk up the content a bit, and then when I get more content kind of saved and edited away, then I can start increasing how many videos I put out. But it'll probably only be like 1 filmed video a week because school. You know, I'm actually now, just a little update. So I was like, when did I have my meeting? I guess it was last week. I'm now going to be in school until December doing coursework. I'm working on my project and everything, so time's going to be limited. And I've been in school for so long at this point. Like, I did my 4 years of my undergrad, but I had the summers off. Then I took a year off. Then I did my 2-year degree, but I've been in school now since fall of 2019 because I took summer courses last year, so I had a month off. And then I'll be going to the end of 21, like with coursework. I'll still be in school in the beginning of 22, but I hope to be finished by April or May, if not latest August. But yeah, it's pretty much what's happening this week. My school board is shut down. Again, it's been shut down since the beginning of the year. We're going back in about 2 weeks, I believe. So this week I decided, because if I have to work online and get a substitute job, I have to go into the school because I can't work from home. So this week, unless I get a call from the school I've been kind of exclusively working at, I'm just taking the week off of work because I do 2 days a week and I've already got all my days for January. So technically if I work this week, it's just extra. So I was like, I'm going to take the week off, work really hard at my schoolwork, try to get ahead so then I can try to bulk up more hours when I can actually be in person in February and try to work 3 days a week to make up for any lost hours. So it's kind of the plan. So that means this week I'll have more time to read because I can read. Instead of taking a lunch, I take an hour in the afternoon to read and I eat my lunch while I work. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. So I'll be able to read for about 2 hours each day, which would be really nice because when I'm working, obviously I don't usually sometimes even read that night, like I'm just too tired. So yeah, sorry I'm rambling away. I'm gonna let you guys go. But let me know what you're reading, what you're up to, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.